let's talk about this. There is a local veterans group that is on a mission to bring hope and healing to veterans and their families suffering from the effects of combat-related post-traumatic stress. To tell us more about the PTSD Foundation America and their programs, we're joined by Chris Fahey. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So what do you do at PTSD Foundation America?
I'm very new to the organization, but I am a graduate of the program at Camp Hope.
Really?
I work business development, but more importantly, I've been through the program. I know what it's about, and it genuinely saved my life.
Really? Okay, we're going to get into that to a second, but let's lay out down the groundwork now for our viewers real quick. PTSD Foundation, what are you all about? How did it get started?
The PTSD Foundation America is a national organization whose only job, only mission is to provide hope and healing to a combat veteran suffering from the wounds of war. A lot of that is complex PTSD with other mental health issues kind of stacked on top. And we do that through our landmark area, our residential treatment facility, which is called Camp Hope, and it's here, right here in Houston.
Okay, now go back to tell me, how did it save your life?
So my first brush with PTSD wasn't from combat. I did spend 18 years in the Navy. I deployed 4 or 5 times, spent about a year in combat. But my first brush with it was with my father. He was a combat veteran, a Marine Corps infantryman. And when I was 3, 4 years old, he was facing some tough choices, and he didn't know what to do. There wasn't the kind of help that Camp Hope provides, and he chose to take his own life. When that happened, it changed the entire trajectory of my life. And in 2018, after about 16 years of service, I find myself kind of suffering the same complicated thoughts. And I chose the same route that he did. And after that, 2 miracles occurred. The first is that I didn't die from that attempt, and I was given a second chance. And the second miracle was that I was turned to Camp Hope. Camp Hope is literally a miracle. There's no place like it. It's peer-to-peer, which means combat veterans are guiding other combat veterans, and it has everything you need in one facility. Mental health resources coupled with lodging, transportation, culinary team. All the veteran needs to do is ask for help. It is no cost to them, and they take care of everything else.
No cost?
Absolutely no cost.
How do you do that?
Through donations, and that's a big part of what we're doing. We need help. We do have some events coming up. The first is going to be the biggest Texas country music festival. It's billed as the biggest country music festival in the world. It's happening right in Montgomery County, and we are a major beneficiary of that. That's May 10th through 12th. There's also the May 18th Big Crawfish Bash. $35, $25, $35, all you can eat. You get 6 hours to put as much crawfish in your mouth as you can. And we are, I think, the primary beneficiary of that. So both of those events will help. But PTSDUSA.org is a wonderful place you can go to find out all the different ways you can help. Send us a message, reach out to us. We love partnering with people, and we have some good options on how we can make that mutually beneficial.
So let's talk to any veterans out there right now. We talked about your organization. We talked about how we as a community can help. But now let's focus on a message towards the veterans. Say someone watching right now feeling a little hopeless. How can they reach out to you, and what do you want to tell them right now?
The most important thing is that you're never alone. Hopelessness is a common feeling, and it doesn't have to stay, and it shouldn't. 877-717-PTSD is a crisis line you or a loved one can call, and you can reach out, and we man that phone. We can talk to you. We've been there. We have plenty of people who understand what it's going through, and that feeling can be temporary. We're here to help that feeling be temporary and to move you to a place of joy and to restore you back to health, and we can do that. All you got to do is give us a call.
Well, Chris, I am so grateful to you for coming today and being vulnerable and sharing your story. I really do. It touched me, and I do hope it touched somebody else. And I just greatly appreciate that so much. So if you want to learn more about their events, their upcoming crawfish boil, there's so many other events that we posted also, go to PTSDUSA.org, and that's also where you can find some more information about Camp Hope. Chris, I am so grateful for you coming in today.
Thank you.
You just truly are. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be having more information on this, of course, on our website, CW39.com.